Eiffel Tower, Paris, France. Location, exact address, Champ de Mars, 5 Avenue, Anatole, France. 75,007 Paris, France. Area, built in the 7th arrondissement of Paris, on the left bank of the river Seine. Surroundings. The tower is located in Champ de Mars, a large public green space that stretches from the tower to the Military School. Coordinates 48, 51, 30, N. 217, 40E. Accessibility, easily reachable by Paris Metrobus Archaim, Trocadero stations, buses, taxis, and Seine River cruises. Importance, national symbol. The Eiffel Tower is the most famous landmark in France and a proud emblem of Paris. Global icon, recognized worldwide as a symbol of romance, culture, and art. Tourism attracts around 7 million visitors annually, making it the most visited paid monument in the world. Cultural importance, featured in literature, cinema, photography, and art as the heart of Paris. Engineering achievement showcases 19th century industrial engineering, being the tallest man-made structure in the world until 1930. Celebrations and events plays a central role in Bastille Day fireworks, New Year's celebrations, and international light shows. Historical background, conception and purpose. 1880s. Planned as the centerpiece of the Exposition Universelle World's Fair of 1889, held in Paris to mark the 100th anniversary of the French Revolution, aimed to demonstrate French industrial strength and modern engineering. Design and approval. Designed by engineers Maurice Koechlin and Émile Nouguier of Gustave Eiffel's company. Architect Stephen Sylvester added the arches at the base, decorative elements, and glass pavilions. Gustave Eiffel purchased the patent and pushed forward the project. Initially faced criticism from artists and intellectuals, who called it a monstrous iron tower. Construction 1887 to 1889 began. January 28, 1887. Completed March 15, 1889. Just in time for the World's Fair. Opened officially March 31, 1889. Took 2 years, 2 months, and 5 days to complete. Required 18,038 iron parts, held together by 2.5 million rivets. Workforce, around 300 workers. Initial reaction, many Parisians disliked it, including writers like Guy de Maupassant, who considered it an eyesore. Gustave Eiffel defended it as a symbol of modern science and progress. Legacy after the fair, meant to be a temporary structure, scheduled for demolition after 20 years, saved in 1903 due to its usefulness as a radio telegraph station. Played roles in World War I military communications and World War II broadcasting and resistance efforts. Evolution into a symbol. By the early 20th century, it became the universal symbol of Paris, featured in art, films, literature, and became a world cultural icon. Transformations over time. 1889, opening and early years. Inaugurated on March 31, 1889 for the World's Fair Exposition Universelle. Initially a temporary structure, planned to stand for only 20 years, met with mixed reactions. Some admired its innovation. Others criticized it as ugly. 1900s, saved from demolition by 1903, the tower was set for dismantling, saved because of its value as a radio telegraph station, proving vital for long-distance communication. By 1906, it was transmitting military signals up to 400 kilometers away, World War I, 1914 to 1918. Used as a military radio tower by the French army, helped intercept German communications and contributed to victory at the First Battle of the Marne, 1914. World War II, 1939 to 1945, when Nazis occupied Paris. Hitler ordered the tower demolished, but the order was never carried out. French resistance cut elevator cables, so Nazis had to climb stairs if they wanted to raise the swastika flag. Continued to serve as a communication hub during the war. Post-war period, 1950s, 1980s, symbol of French pride and resilience. Expanded role in television and radio broadcasting with antennas added. Tourism increased dramatically, cementing its role as a global landmark. Modern developments, 1990s prison, 1990s. Major renovations, including new elevators, lighting, and visitor facilities. 1985. Installation of 20,000 sparkling lights. Now a nightly illumination show. 2000. Millennium. Celebrations featured a spectacular fireworks display from the Tower 2010s. Structural reinforcements for safety, repainting, and eco-friendly upgrades. 2022. Tower height increased to 330 meters, 1,083 feet, with a new digital radio antenna. Now features wind turbines, solar panels, and rainwater collection for sustainability. Architecture and design. An engineer's main designer, Gustave Eiffel, engineer and entrepreneur. Chief engineers, Maurice Koechlin and Emile Nouguier, concept design. Architect, Stephen Sylvester, added arches, glass pavilions, and decorative elements. Structure and materials type. Iron lattice tower. Material, puddle iron, wrought iron, around 18,038 pieces, assembled with 2.5 million rivets. Weight, approximately 10,100 tons. Foundations, north and west legs, set on concrete slabs above ground, south and east legs, anchored deeper due to proximity to the River Seine. Height and dimensions. Original height, 1889, 300 meters, 984 feet. Current height, 330 meters, 1,083 feet with antennas. Base dimensions. Each side of the square base is 125 meters, 410 feet. Floors. First floor, 57 meters. Exhibits, restaurants, glass floor sections. 2ND floor, 115 meters. Observation deck, restaurant, Le Jules Verne. 3RD floor, 276 meters. Top observation deck. Eiffel's private office replica. Design features curved iron beams, designed for stability against wind pressure. 4 legs, spread outward at the base, then taper inward as they rise, meeting into a single tower. Elevators and stairs. 5 high-capacity elevators. 1665 steps to the summit. Lighting, 20,000 sparkling bulbs. Installed in 1985. Golden floodlights illuminate the structure at night color and maintenance color. Painted in Eiffel Tower brown, a bronze shade. Maintenance, repainted every 7 years, takes approximately 60 tons of paint. Purpose, protects iron from rusting and preserves structural integrity. Style and inspiration, a masterpiece of 19th century engineering. Representing the Industrial Revolution, inspired by iron bridges and structural innovations of the era, combines functionality with elegance, turning an engineering marvel into a cultural icon. Notable features. 1. Floors and observation decks. First floor, 57 meters, 187 feet. Glass floor panels for a thrilling view under your feet. Interactive exhibits and history displays. Shops, buffet areas, and the 58-tour Eiffel Restaurant, second floor 115, m 377 feet, famous for offering the best panoramic view of Paris. Houses Le Jules Verne, a Michelin-starred restaurant, popular spot for photographers. Third floor, 276 meters, 905 feet. Highest observation deck, accessible to the public, equipped with telescopes for distant viewing. Features: Gustave Eiffel's private office recreation with wax figures of Eiffel and Thomas Edison. 2. Elevators and stairs. 5 high-capacity elevators, modernized over time. 1,665 steps from the ground to the summit, accessible for the adventurous, closing parenthesis. 3. Lighting and illumination. 20,000 sparkling bulbs, installed in 1985, create the famous 5-minute light show every evening on the hour. 336 projectors with high-pressure sodium lamps bathe the tower in golden light at night. The Eiffel Tower becomes a beacon of Parisian nightlife and a central part of festivals for restaurants and dining. 58 tours, Eiffel, first floor. Casual dining with Paris views. Le Jules Verne, second floor. Fine dining with gourmet French cuisine. Champagne, bar summit. Enjoy champagne while overlooking Paris. 5. Engineering marvel designed to withstand 140 kilometers per hour, 87 miles per hour, winds, expands, contracts, up to 15 centimeters, 6 inches, with temperature changes. Built using 18,038 iron parts, joined by 2.5 million rivets. 6. Antennas and broadcasting functions as a major radio and television broadcasting tower. Height increased several times with new antennas. Latest update 2022 brought height to 330 meters, 1,083 feet. 7. Cultural symbolism represents Paris, France, and romance worldwide. Central to New Year's Eve, Bastille Day fireworks, and international celebrations, featured in countless movies, books, paintings, and photographs. Visitor information 1. Opening hours: mid-June, early September, 9 a.m. to 12:45 a.m. Last entry at 11:45 p.m. Rest of the year, 9:30 a.m. to 11:45 p.m. Last entry at 10:45 p.m. Open 7 days a week, year-round, including public holidays. 2. Ticket prices, approx. Prices may vary depending on age, access level, and booking method. Adults 25 plus years, stairs to second floor gives tilde. Euro 12 elevator to second floor gives tilde. Euro 18 elevator to summit gives tilde. Euro to 9, youth 12 to 24 years, discounted rates, children for 2-11 years, and disabled visitors, lower prices, tilde. 6 euros, 9 euros, under 4 years, free tip, online. Booking is recommended to avoid long queues. 3. Access and transportation, metro stations. Berghain Line 6 gives 5-minute walk. Trocadero Line 9 gives best viewing point before walking to the tower. Train, Champ de Mars Tour, Eiffel Rue, Skyline, closing parenthesis, bus, lines 42, 69, 82, 87, Seine River cruises. Boats stop near the tower, 4 facilities for visitors, 58 tours, Eiffel Casual and Le Jules Verne fine dining, shops, souvenirs, boutiques, and food stalls on each level. Accessibility, elevators available. Tower is wheelchair accessible up to second floor. Restrooms available on all levels. WIFE. Free access for visitors. 5. Best time to visit: early morning or late evening. Fewer crowds, sunset and night. Magical view with sparkling light show every hour. After dusk, spring and autumn. Mild weather and smaller tourist. Rush. 6. Visitor tips: book tickets online in advance to skip long queues. Wear comfortable shoes, lots of walking and stairs. Keep valuables, safe crowds, attract pickpockets. For photography, best spots are Trocadero Square, Champ de Mars Gardens, and Seine Riverbank. Be patient at security checks, mandatory for all visitors. Closing parenthesis, 7. Annual visitors attracts around 7 million visitors per year, making it the most visited paid monument in the world. Modern challenges and preservation. 1. Structural challenges: weather and climate, constant exposure to wind, rain, sun, and pollution causes rust and wear. Temperature changes make the tower contract by up to 15 centimeters, 6 inches. Weight and stress: the structure, 10,100 tons of iron, requires ongoing checks to maintain stability. 2. Tourism pressure: with 7 million visitors per year, crowd management is a major challenge. Long queues, elevator overuse, and wear on stairs. Floors demand constant upgrades. Security measures were reinforced after terrorist threats in Paris. 3. Environmental impact: air pollution accelerates. Iron corrosion: urban development around the tower increases vibrations and stress on its foundations. 4. Preservation: efforts repainting, done every 7 years using 60 tons of paint, protects against rust and preserves structural strength, requires months of work and strict safety protocols. Renovations and modernization: regular upgrades of elevators, lighting, and visitor facilities. Stronger anti-rust treatments applied in the 21st century. Security enhancements: glass walls, metal detectors, and police patrols around the site. 5. Sustainability and eco-friendly measures: renewable energy, wind turbines installed to generate clean electricity. Solar panels provide power for lighting, water conservation, rainwater collection. System used for toilets and maintenance. LED lighting: energy-efficient lights reduce electricity consumption. 6. Future preservation goals ensure long-term stability through advanced anti-rust technologies. Balance between mass tourism and preservation. Expand green initiatives to make the tower more sustainable. Eiffel Tower quick facts. Summary feature: details, name, Eiffel Tower tour, Eiffel location, Champ de Mars, 5 Avenue, Anatole, France, 75,007 Paris, France coordinates, 4,851, 30N, 21740. E-designer Gustave Eiffel and Company engineers, Maurice Koechlin, Emile Noup. Architect, Stephen Sylvester. Construction period: the 28th of January, 1887 to 15 March, 1889. Opening date: the 31st of March, 1889. Exposition Universelle, World's Fair. Purpose: built to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the French Revolution and showcase French engineering. Height: 330 meters, 1,083 feet, including antennas. Weight: approximately 10,100 tons. Material: wrought iron, 18,038 pieces, 2.5 million rivets. Floors: 3 public observation levels. Visitors per year: approximately 7 million. Most visited paid monument in the world. Functions over time: exhibition centerpiece, radio and TV broadcasting tower, military communication hub. Global landmark, lighting 20,000 sparkling bulbs, plus 336 golden projectors. Nightly illuminations restaurants, 58 tours, Eiffel first floor. Le Jules Verne second floor. Champagne bar, summit color Eiffel Tower brown, painted every 7 years. 60 tons of paint, cultural symbolism, romance, Parisian identity, French pride, global cultural icon UNESCO status, part of Paris. Banks of the Seine World Heritage, site modern sustainability, wind turbines, solar panels. Rainwater collection. LED lighting ending note. The Eiffel Tower stands not only as an architectural and engineering marvel, but also as a timeless symbol of Paris, France, and the modern world. What began in 1889 as a controversial, temporary structure for the World's Fair has transformed into one of the most visited and admired landmarks on Earth. It reflects the spirit of innovation from the Industrial Revolution, the romantic charm of Paris, and the resilience of France through wars, criticism, and modernization. Over the years, the tower has evolved from a radio station and wartime communication hub to a cultural icon, tourist attraction, and global emblem of love and unity. Today, with its dazzling lights, breathtaking views, eco-friendly upgrades, and millions of annual visitors, the Eiffel Tower continues to bridge history with modernity. It remains a place where engineering genius meets cultural beauty, reminding the world of the power of creativity, resilience, and human ambition.